You ever feel like you hear something?
I mean, whatever
It's
the
not
case
going
is, I
on.
wish it was Smooth 7.
On our first
I
live
like
at
his
this, I've never
videos,
seen
y'all.
anything
I
like
like
that. I've
I
never
like
seen
his
destruction like this.
I like his TikTok sections, I should say. It's like watching the niggas watching this shit.
Appreciate y'all. But I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all know what it is, man. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
You guys, take a look at the aftermath of what just took place in West Virginia. It looks strikingly familiar, y'all. Check this out.
They're not our first live at this. I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen destruction like this before, and the speed of which it happened. And it moved our trucks. It moved product that was in our warehouse. It just whole 1,000, 2,000 pound skids. It just, I had product that was out here on our road 50 yards from our building that it just pushed right through the walls of the doors of our warehouse. So it's a force that you can't even imagine.
Right now, West Virginia looks like it was hit with back-to-back storms, y'all. And this wasn't even a hurricane. It was a flash flood. And besides TikTok, nobody's really talking about this. And so I guess, Trump cutting the funding off also cuts, the news speaking about this. Because this is literally North Carolina again, y'all. My goodness, look at all this debris. Things are getting pretty crazy out there right now, y'all. Because how can the government not want to be able to warn us of these incoming dangers? Look at this, y'all. And if you're wondering about North Carolina and Tennessee, look at this. Yeah, this is North Carolina and Tennessee. Wow.
A really tight community, maybe 500 to 1,000 people here, and one of our truck drivers lost his mom. I have a friend of mine who lives right up there, maybe a half a mile from me. He had two trucks that got pushed through the water. They landed in his house. Many of our business community lost everything. We'll rebuild. We'll recover.
Wow, y'all, look at this. If you're not paying attention to what's going on, I suggest you have a bug out bag ready to go because this is crazy, unpredictable as it gets. And again, we're not even being told anything about this. This is just a surprise.
It is crazy.
Hey, these are the times that we live in, right? Crazy. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, follow, share for more videos like this. Let's shift this here, y'all. Let's get it. Peace out.
Prayers. Just for entertainment purposes. That was man-made.
The shit I'm about to say right now, everybody needs to know. And when I say everybody, I'm talking about men, women, boys and girls, babies, etc., etc. It's a video going around right now of a woman saying that she had a white dot on her windshield when she came outside and got into her car. Let me say that to you again. If you see a white dot on the right side of your windshield, that means you are a target for human. You heard what I just said? Matter of fact, look at this shit. Listen to this shit.
Men, kids,
Listen.
teenagers, college students, anybody. I don't care if you're a dog. You drive a car, you make sure you check that if there is a white dot
Listen.
in the corner of your windshield, you call the police. You get in your car. You lock the
This
doors.
shit is crazy.
I just found out that means you were targeted for human.
So this lady previously had a video where she was talking about human and someone in her comments said this is a sign, basically saying that a white dot, right side, windshield, that's a sign that you're marked for human trafficking. And she also said that's not the only time that she was marked. She said another sign is if someone leaves a quarter on your car. And that too was left on her car before. We just saw what happened in Texas, where they found 109 children that were being. These are the games they're playing. This is how they're doing it. If you see any of these signs, make sure that you alert their authorities. Because we are living in a sick world and we have some sick people here. Pay attention.
Watch your mouth, Iran. Watch your mouth. All that you talking about, oh, America don't feel it. Don't be on all this screen talking about some America. What are you talking about? Like, who are you talking about? I said what up.
First,
reaction to
before we
that
go
shit.
with this last clip, can anybody attest to having that done to them? If so, and if other situations has happened, spam that up. I'm curious to hear y'all stories. Ladies, if you've been marked for that. I'm sure there's men out there too, but it's more or less men, but women, to anybody who has actually been marked in any type of way. Spam it up, please. I'm curious to hear y'all stories. Glad y'all safe. And I apologize and prayers to you if you had to experience something, but you made it about that. Or lost somebody today. That's crazy. I want to hear y'all stories. This last clip, Shamar. With Shamar, bro, it's like they can't take him serious, bro. Like he literally might have like he not all the way there. Clearly, you could see it, bro. Like, come on, like the news gotta like post everybody's reaction to him and understand he don't speak for us. He don't speak for me. I know he don't speak for y'all. Come on, bro. Like that shit crazy, man. He not all the way there. So it's like, why is they taking him so serious? But he do need to shut his ass up. Let me know.
We've heard of aliens. We've heard of the Anunnaki. But here's the question. Are all extraterrestrials Anunnaki? Or is that the name reserved for the melanated gods who defeated humanity? Let's talk about it. The Anunnaki were known in Sumerian texts as those who came
I
out.
feel like they really thinking that Shamar speak for us. I ain't been seeing no videos about that, but that's what he need to be posting. I can't wait to see that video. Like, I know goddamn well, like, I feel weird even responding to this shit. Like, I know goddamn well they not listening to this shit. Like, it's weird. You going out, Mom?
Yep.
You going cigarette way?
Yep.
Let me, I'm seeing you $8 on Cash App. Or $7. Yeah, I'm seeing $7 on Cash App.
Okay.
Alright. Get loan for me, Ron.
Huh?
Get loan for me.
I can't hear you.
Get, loan for me.
Oh.
Oh. Come here, Kashi. Bring the phone.
Oh, you ain't gotta show me. I just thought you preferred short. That's why I'm with
I
you
do,
short.
but times like this, I might as well keep. I only really get short when I'm drinking.
Come from the heavens and the offspring of Anu. But they weren't just space travelers. They were cosmic architects, melanated beings who came from Nibiru, Sirius, and Orion, encoded divine knowledge with genetics, frequency, and creation. They came to Earth not to just observe, but to seed life, guide civilizations, and awaken consciousness. This is the true bloodline behind the pharaohs, the Olmecs, the Moors, and the sages of the Lemuria. Let's be clear, all extraterrestrials aren't Anunnaki. Just like the Earth has many races, so does the cosmos. There are the Greys, Zeta Reticulans, known for abductions and cloning. There are reptilians from Draco and Orion, known for control and deception. You have the Pleiadians, light beings here to guide ascension, although you have some bad ones too. You have the Insectilians, hive-minded, highly psychic, and mysterious. You have the Nordics, tall humanoids with advanced technology. And then there's the Anunnaki, the original builders, guardians, and seeders of humanity. The Anunnaki were melanated gods, not just in skin tone, but in frequency and life. They taught us about them.
Damn, keep going, bro. I want to hear more.
Well, this is a new story going around. Tried to look for the source because I was like, man, this is a bullshit again. But I found this video, which is really questionable, so check it out.
My hidden talents really can't be discussed on national television because it involves excessive amounts of baby oil, low lights, and mold. I try to be a baby oil professional. Now, most people don't have a microwave in their bedroom. I've installed one because I need hot baby oil and later. Here's a couple of low-grade ways to accomplish it. Run a sink full of hot water and just lay that ball of baby oil in there for about 15 minutes. Turn it and let it heat up like that. Here's another way to apply warm baby oil. Take a washcloth, run it under the hot water till you can't stand it anymore. Then wring it out. Then saturate the washcloth with the baby oil. Then take the hot washcloth over there to the bed. Then as you need it, ring it a little bit and go away.
So this is the new story going around.
Yeah.
Tried to look for the source because I was like, man,
That nigga baby oil enthusiast, goddamn.
And one of Oprah's favorites, she said it's a miracle, fountain of youth, and her magic wrinkle
Listen
cure.
to this.
So I'm gonna put a little on your hand.
Listen to how they try to
Yeah, Oprah did it. All
normalize it.
right, so here we're gonna rub
They
it
try
right
to
in.
make it like it's normal.
I'll show you in a sec, Steve.
Get in the comments.
So this is made from growth
Everybody.
hormones of human
Look, the
force.
wrinkles have just disappeared. I can't even ball my hand up.
But so it's made from human foreskin.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, Steve.
You done set up here and squirted
Penis.
somebody's
Listen to
private
how they try to make it normal. Watch. Listen.
What you laughing at?
He
It's your last time on this
said, what you laughing at?
You tell Oprah this what's on her face?
Please get in the comments.
She knows.
There were a couple protesters about it because they are cells
And
from
this
baby
is
foreskin.
Oprah's
Oh, baby
cream.
foreskin.
That makes it better.
Yeah, that's different. I thought some grown ass man.
Wait, hold
Okay, does it
on.
work? You tell
Oh,
Oprah
baby's
this what's on her face?
foreskin. What
Please get in the comments.
She knows.
There were a couple protesters about it because they are cells
And
from
this
baby
is
foreskin.
Oprah's
Oh, baby
cream.
foreskin.
That makes it better.
Yeah, that's different. I thought some grown ass man.
the? It don't make
Okay,
it.
does it work?
So yes, human foreskin has actually been used in growth factors. There's a lot of research on it. It's been shown to increase collagen production. It'll fill in all those lines and wrinkles. And Oprah looks great.
Man, I ain't gonna be able to look it over no more.
So basically, what? Using skin to fill in for
That is
skin?
exactly how they get us comfortable with it, bro. And that's crazy
Right,
work.
right,
Oh, I
right.
forgot about that clip. I remember we seen this before.
Hey, that was
We go
a
through
good
so many
stunt,
clips,
my
it's
guy.
like, damn, I forgot all about that. But then it hits the same, because now as I'm thinking about it, I'm like, wait, we did see that baby foreskin, bro. Which one is it? Is it human foreskin? Is it baby foreskin? Because both is just not cool, bro.
It don't matter.
She not consistent with what she explaining with her product. Y'all let me know. She got to be a little bit more consistent, but that's that shit, man.
I know.
They
Nigga,
telling the
they
truth.
telling it is what it
They
is.
telling the truth.
It's some bullshit.
Take a look at this small little example of harnessing plasma with a syringe. Now look at all the architecture of the old world. The domes, the large antennas on top. They were harnessers of the free energy from the ether above.
What the fuck did we just watch?
Hang on, it just go with everything. You can get baby oil on pizza. I done got it on pizza before. I do it tasting, you can't even hardly taste it. I had baby oil all around my mouth before. I don't even know what's on there. It's just a baby oil type night. It's just baby oil.
Bruh. Nah. I can't, bro.
Your favorite.
Not your favorite. This shit making me itch, bro. Like, what the fuck? Yeah,
What's up, y'all? I figured it out. I figured it all out. I know what the 144,000 is. Do you understand? I figured it all out. I know how they doing the spells on y'all. I know how God's chosen people
I
are
think
marked. Do
it's,
y'all understand? Y'all hear this out. For your soul, you hear me? For your soul. Hear this out. Okay? Don't switch off because this ain't what you used to hearing. I found it all out. The 144,000 is a frequency. How did I come to this? After studying the information on the chakras and the hidden messages in the Bible, I realized that we are supposed to learn the knowledge of both of them side by side. How did I come to this? I came to this because it says that Jacob wrestled with God at a place called Peniel. This is a chakra reference, and that struck my attention. So I started reading through the Bible with this in mind. Then later I saw a verse that said, if a man's eye be single, then his whole body will be filled with light. This is another chakra reference. So then I began to pray and ask why is chakra knowledge hidden throughout the Bible. And it came over me, y'all. When Yeshua, aka Jesus, needed to defeat the flesh and keep his energy high in an evil world, he went and fasted. When Moses needed to talk to God, he always fasted. Now I asked, what does fasting have to do with chakras? And I heard my soul say these are the 7 deadly sins we must overcome to activate the next level of your true form. So I started breaking it down, and I began to unravel the spells they put on us through frequency and vibration, y'all. Certain color frequencies vibrate high, with the highest frequency colors being violet, indigo, and blue, and the lowest colors being red, orange, and yellow. This is how they put the spells on us, y'all. You could be listening to the most beautiful song ever and not know you are being stripped of your energy. So when you see an award show, a ceremony, a movie, or go to certain organizations, they can say all the nice things that everybody want to hear. But if you see the theme of the event or show or movie is based on colors that are red, orange, yellow, then you are under an all-out frequency attack, which is lowering your vibration away from the 144,000, which is if you guys dealing with yellow, orange, and red, that is the lowest chakra of your existence. So when you see the Pope in red, and you see the red hat people in the red shoe club, these are all people who work in unclean energy, because the colors they signify show what they're into. This is why all the low vibrational movies and videos are mainly red, yellow, and gloomy themes. It's taking your energy. You understand? People that wear red, yellow, and green in the industry, these are people that are into unclean stuff like immorality. You understand? Lustful things. This is what the colors signify. So when y'all watching videos and things like that, watch these colors. If it's a red, yellow, green, or orange, they snatching something from you. You understand? Listen to me. Let me keep going, and I'm going to show y'all how it's all tied in. We're supposed to reach the 144,000 frequency to communicate with the God by activating the temple that was made to house God, which is called your body. It says God's people will bear a mark on their forehead. That is the final chakra activation of the pineal gland, which will allow you to ascend. I'm going to use this movie as a reference. You know in the movie Matrix, where they have to have a certain signal to be able to exit through the phone line. The 144,000 frequency is the dial tone frequency we need in order to escape the system. This is why the angels are trapped. They can't reach the frequency of 144,000 anymore because they have been cut off from God due to rebellion. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? To reach the 144,000 frequency mark on your forehead, aka the pineal, we have to overcome the 7 deadly sins that correspond with the 7 chakras of power. To activate communion with God, we must activate the God mind within the temple, which is our body. This is how you overcome each deadly sin to reach the place God has prepared for your energy to make it into heaven, which is a higher form of yourself. And it's going to take 7 days to build this internal temple through fasting, just like he did when he created the heavens and the earth in the Bible. With each day, you overcome the 7 deadly sins that block your 7 chakras, which are wrath, lust, gluttony, sloth, greed, envy, and pride. Y'all hear me? I'm going to keep breaking this down for y'all, man, because thank God I found this in time. Day 1, overcome the red root chakra, which puts you at a frequency of 398 hertz. Day 2, overcome the orange chakra, the orange sacral chakra, which puts you at a frequency of 451 hertz. Day 3, overcome the yellow solar plexus chakra, which puts you at a frequency of 470 hertz. Day 4, overcome the green heart chakra, which puts you at a frequency of 512 hertz. Day 5, overcome the light blue throat chakra, which puts you at a frequency of 578 hertz. Day 6, overcome the dark blue indigo, third eye chakra, which puts you at a frequency of 624. On day 7, overcome the violet crown chakra. Your frequency will be at 679 up to 144,000 hertz. Y'all understand what I have figured out? This is it. On the night of the 7th day, your temple becomes a beacon for God. By overcoming the 7 deadly chakra blocking sins, which signify overcoming the demons that accompany each sin that we all have. And these are the entities you have to overcome before progressing to the next chakra. Y'all hear me? Satan is wrath. Asmodeus is lust. Beelzebub is gluttony. Leviathan is envy. Beelzebub is sloth. Mammon is greed. Lucifer is pride. I'm telling y'all, these are the angels, aka the fallen angels, or the agents of this matrix. So if you want to ascend out of this matrix, aka get called out, aka get raptured, you got to tune your antenna to receive the signal from the Most High. And another fun fact to end the video on, y'all, after watching the movie Matrix, I saw that me and Neo, you know, Mr. Anderson, we got the same birthday. And that birthday is 9/13, which spells I am. 9 equals 1, 1 equals A, and 13 equals M. I am that I am. I'm giving y'all all I can, man. I'm gonna try to post some of the videos, some video facts on here, man. I love y'all. Y'all know how to get out of here now. Y'all know how to make it. You understand? I love my people, y'all. Listen, man. When y'all watching these music videos, award shows, whatever it may be, y'all seeing the colors red, orange, yellow, green. Those are the lower chakras. They pulling your energy down. They're keeping you from reaching your 144,000 chakra activation by making you intake certain colors which are coming into your eyes, entering your pineal. You understand? It's draining your energy. I love y'all, man. I'm just excited right now. I'm on day 1 of my straight water fast for 7 days. So that means tonight, I'm going to be dealing with a battle of an internal demon. Whichever one is attached to the red root chakra. I love y'all, man, but I'm excited and I'm ready for this. And I'm going to keep y'all updated out of the 7 days, man, to what happened. And I love y'all, man. I don't know what to do next. I just feel like I got so much to offer y'all, know what I'm saying? And just reading this ancient book. Yeah, I've been reading this giant, ancient Bible.
That's why it become alive so much.
I'm talking about.
I feel like there's so much to talk
One of
about,
the
so much
oldest
to share.
Bibles, bro.
Like,
Yeah, it's that big. It's called the
never
Holy
know how to
Bible
get out.
Master Reference Edition.
I don't never know how to get out
And
of
it's just like a mashup of all the Bible knowledge from different cultures around the world, man. And then you gotta just put that chakra information on me. It's no coincidence that you got 7 chakras, you got 7 deadly sins, you got 7 demons we all know of, then you got the 7 archangels attached to them. When you overcome each chakra, call upon God to allow the assistance of the archangel to overcome each chakra. So by day 7, y'all, it's gonna take everything out of me, man, water fasting, because I'm working still. But by day 7, I'm gonna be back on here. And hopefully we can see some type of difference or change coming. I don't know how it's gonna play out, man. But I'm up high right now, man. As I'm in the clouds, man, like, literally. I love y'all, bro. I'm gonna do this 7-day fast. I know this gonna be brutal, but I wanna see if what I have found in this Bible is correct.
First and foremost, that's why we got the colors. It's always blue and purple. I like to keep that little blend. I do understand its power in colors. I apologize with the orange hat. Y'all know what he said. Hey, I apologize for real. I do.
Man,
I
fuck
didn't
that,
know.
nigga.
I knew red. I didn't assume the orange. And that's why I did choose these colors. So that's why you'll see it in the logo. That's why you see it in the background. Because I want y'all to like come here and be like, yeah, we vibrating high. But as far as the orange hat, I didn't know. I didn't know that. He just taught me something with that one. I thought it was just red. Like, because, you know, like, think about McDonald's. Like, the red and the yellow. I thought it was those, but 144. Y'all agreeing with them? Y'all disagreeing with them? Y'all let me know.
I agree.
Let me know. I know we need to hit that 144K. That's all I know. Hey, if it's whether it's the number wise with people or if it's actually a frequency.
A tragic hot air balloon accident in southern Brazil has left at least 8 people and several others injured. The incident occurred.
Dramatic footage showed the balloon engulfed in flames before crashing to the ground. Authorities confirmed that 21 people were on board. 13 survived, including the pilot, while 8 tragically lost their lives, 4 from the fire and 4 from jumping during the fall. Heartbreakingly, 3 victims were found hugging each other. The balloon caught fire, prompting the pilot to attempt an emergency landing. As some passengers jumped to escape, the reduced weight caused the balloon to ascend again, leaving others trapped. Local and federal authorities expressed condolences and pledged support to the victims' families. The operator, Sobrevor, stated it had followed all safety protocols and had suspended its operations indefinitely.
This incident comes just days after another fatal balloon crash in Brazil and adds to a growing list of global hot air balloon tragedies in recent years.
The crazy thing about that is I saw a video of them going up prior to this. But I searched and I couldn't find it with them going, like, coming back down. And of course, there's some clips y'all gonna have to go find and watch. I can't post it here, just to fit the guidelines. You see the balloon on fire and you see somebody literally jump out of it. And you see him coming down to the ground. Prayers to everybody affected by that. That shit looks crazy. Damn, I wish I could post it, but I can't. And then you see the whole hot air balloon come back to the ground on fire. Prayers to everybody. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Which ashes to put in which box? And then I realized, oh, they don't know.
Have there been multiple cremations? Sure. Well, back then, because of the multiple cremations, see, I could cremate one guy in like 2 hours, or you could put 10 of them in there and take 2.5 hours.
10 people in that small space?
There is none. Hard-hearted as that sounds, there is none. To me, commingling of ash is not a big deal.
That's beyond commingling.
I don't put any value in anybody after they're gone. That's wishing where I'm going. That's not a person anymore.
Oh, hell no. Somebody need to find him and whoop his ass.
I need to show y'all something.
Hold on, what happened?
Think about that. That shit looks crazy. Damn, I wish I could post it, but I can't. And then you see the whole hot air balloon come back to the ground on fire. Prayers to everybody. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Which ashes to put in which box? And then I realized, oh, they don't know.
Have there been multiple cremations? Sure. Well, back then, because of the multiple cremations, see, I could cremate one guy in like 2 hours, or you could put 10 of them in there and take 2.5 hours.
10 people in that small space?
There is none. Hard-hearted as that sounds, there is none. To me, commingling of ash is not a big deal.
That's beyond commingling.
I don't put any value in anybody after they're gone. That's wishing where I'm going. That's not a person anymore.
I get what he's saying, but what?
Oh, hell no. Somebody need to find him and whoop his ass.
I need to show y'all something. I saw another creator talking about it. She wouldn't say where she found it, but I just found it. I'll tell you where I found it. All you gotta do is type in. Hang on, let me just turn. I want you to read this. Read where my cursor is, right to the left of my cursor. Listen, I found this. I found this. It's very easy to find. I found this. Look at this date. Read.
Oh, during the bioterrorist attacks of July 4th, 2025.
Read this.
We don't want to read all that, man.
I'm going to go back and show you where I was at. Back, one button back.
You read it. That's why we're here.
Do you see what I put in there? I'm not giving you nothing. This might be bigger than Tiny Dancer info that I found out. This might be bigger than that. Thank you to the creator that gave me this breadcrumb. I am not afraid to say this stuff or give this information away.
Bro, that's not too long from now.
Man, get in here.
if y'all ready to step out the matrix, I think it's time to expose this secret. But I do gotta give shouts out to one person, which is Dan Calloway, right? I want to give shouts out to.
Hold up, bro. Shout out to Dan Calloway, dog. Hey, when I seen my mama watching that shit, I knew that boy had made it on my soul. Like, cause I used to try to make people ask, I used to try to make them watch it to keep it a buck. Cause I used to want them to know, bro, slavery was not what they said it was. We are indigenous, and that's the dude that exposed it for the world. Even if other people exposed it before him, for the conscious community and the spiritualists and all the cultures that's been coming up these past 10, 15 years, yeah.
He gonna tell you, I see you and I appreciate you, right?
That's their guy.
But he did say two things before I show you these receipts, that I use two languages that's brand new, and let me justify why I use two languages, which is Native American, which it wasn't used, and a lot of terms that they call us in this video. But I should have used the right terms, but I was kind of scared because I think my peoples will not know what I was talking about. So that's why I use recently terms. But let's continue. Have you ever asked yourself why we the only nation on earth have two seals? Well, let's go down this rabbit hole.
That is wild.
One seal is recent and the other seal is old. They had to bury this seal. But let's focus on this seal. Forget Washington, D.C. Let's focus on this seal first. Now, this is the first seal, pyramids. This is the second seal right here. They buried all of the indigenous peoples of the pyramid builders in North America. What do you mean, Getty? Well, let me show you. Now, this is about to blow your mind. Listen very carefully. The statement about the royal treasury in ancient Egypt, named the White House, functioning identical to the White House in the United States, is correct. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is correct. Uh-oh. Now, let me go to this so you understand what this is about.
Oh shit, he talking about the
Egypt, eye of pyramid on the US dollar bill, right?
This is the
what is that? Do you know what it is?
Something like that.
It's called the Eye of Horus. It's an Egyptian symbol that has multiple meanings. And basically, protection, God, the sky, loss of eye in a battle, and his Uncle Set, whatever, healing, blah, 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 blah. You can take a screenshot. But let's get a little deeper. Let's get a little deeper. Now, if you see this map, this is what, if you cut this off, this is what they showed you, which is taking place of this land. And I know you're not going to understand, but let me show you the map. Now, what you see is this supposed to be in the middle of this, right? Which, if you move this over here, it will be called Israel or Egypt, whichever one you want to call it. And now, it's about to make a lot of sense.
But it's damn near
it's about to make a lot of sense what I just showed you. The E1, B1, A haplogroup is found in some African Americans and then peoples with the ancient ties to the Israelites. So, let me ask you a question. They were so mystified when they did testing on damnly all of us, so-called 6%. We have the haplogroup, right? We have the haplogroup ties to the Israelites. Did you catch that? Did you catch that? So now you need to take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. And then this tells you about the ancient Egyptian White House and the modern White House It works the same exact way. And this is why you have two seals on the dollar. This is us. This is Washington, D.C. And they call us as one. We ain't one. What you mean? Boy, you still at war with us. We ain't never won. Stop it. Stop it. And now, you out of the matrix. The White House is the same White House that was in ancient Egypt. America is Egypt.
Who believes America's Egypt and who disagrees?
Man, get in here, get in here, get in here. This is about to blow your mind. This is about to blow your mind, right? So I need to start doing segments on who owns these lands. I need to start doing a segment called Who Owns These Lands. You see downtown Los Angeles? What race do you think, let me walk away, what race do you think that own all this land? What race?
China.
And it's one black female, and this is crazy! This is crazy! Now, I figured out the secret behind they want us to march. I figured out the secret why they want us to march. It proves nothing to keep the buy time. Now, before I show you the secret, this is what the pastor's job is. To keep you praying and not getting your land back. I swear I figured it out.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever heard of Bridget Biddy Mason? I'm sure you didn't, right?
Nope.
She literally was one of like 500 black people's created a state called Los Angeles. Was first permanent citizen of Los Angeles, right? Los Angeles, that are now worth quadrillion, 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 quadrillion. And this is where the Social Security office come in at, because your Social Security number says her descendants own downtown Los Angeles.
Bridget
Now, to show you that they gotta give it back, I got records that the government had to give back the whole land, right? I'm gonna show you this. And on another video, I'm gonna show you what they had to give black folks. Because there's two groups of black people that got their town back, the whole town. And what was on the town is police stations, judge houses, and courtrooms, and railroad track. They actually got the land back, and they own it to this day. But I'm not gonna post them. Let's just talk about these people. So I'm not gonna post it. But it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
This shit is crazy.
Well, this tract of land right here, they got it back. And why did they get it back? Because what's this? Look what's in their hand. Land titles, but they don't need no land titles. They are indigenous to North America. And what do you see? Always in the background, these type ass niggas. He don't know them, but what is he wearing? Watch out for these niggas. They always around. They always around. Watch out for these African so-called people, right? But these are indigenous peoples that got the land back. Watch out for these type of peoples. They always around.
In this video, one of the craziest
This what made me
storytellings
watch
I
this, y'all.
have ever seen. And
He
I'm going
was
to show
on
you.
the beginning of his video. So I was like, let me watch this shit with y'all. So
Slap me real quick.
niggas say his mama.
I was raised in a satanic occultist family that attempted to sacrifice the only earth angel in the family without consent or permission. My mother is the biggest gangster I know. The amount of loyalty I have to the divine is the same amount of loyalty she has for her coven, her secret society. She didn't even think twice when it came down to selling these other covens the contract to take out my energy and my life. Just like she did her mom, and possibly her dad, and my dad. If that's actually my dad. If she actually my mom. Anyway, my entire life, this woman is acting as if
That is
she's
crazy,
still
bro.
flight. But she went and hopped her happy ass on the first Delta flight smoking from Atlanta to Minnesota to sell the church coven my contract. And by the way, the flight was booked through my ex, who's also associated with the Mason who hates me the most, and is an event planner and a travel agent outside of her full-time job for Delta Airlines. See how everything comes into play and how everything is connected? These people set everybody in my life. Everyone in my family that could, they spent their own special little time with me. Because each one of these individuals, they thought that my time was coming to an end. So they all wanted to spend their own separate individual time with me because the entire family had already known that I had been chosen as a sacrifice. Let's talk about my beloved big sister.
Lovecraft
The
Country,
one who's
y'all.
been competing with me my whole life.
Lovecraft Country.
And all I've been doing was fighting for her. Quick story, once when I lived back in Atlanta, me and my sister, we got into a regular brother-sister disagreement. No argument, no fight. A small disagreement. I forgot what it was even about. We make up later on. She slipped up. I come in her crib, y'all. She has my picture on an altar upside down. If you don't know what that means, in witchcraft, that means this gone. I later confronted her about this. This woman acted as if this never happened. Like I was straight delusional and I was tripping. Let's take it over to my warlock uncle, one of the ones that's still alive.
Cause that's the best way to
He touches kids. In fact, this same sister told me how they were in the studio one time because my family has a line of a history of music. So I guess she told me this once we were grown. She told me this like maybe 4 or 5 years ago from now. One time they were in the studio together and he got a little touchy-feely. This is his older sister's oldest daughter. Mind you, I'm not hearing any of this about his antics until I'm grown. Why has this been a secret throughout the family the whole time? Because this ain't nothing new. Well, I'm straight warlock, and I'm gonna tell you something. One thing about any of my uncles, you better tread lightly around these people. These people are real warlocks. They will hurt you. They will hurt you, and they will touch your kid. But they will really hurt you. That's all their wives. Let's talk about my auntie, Sneaky. One of them a nurse. Been a nurse my whole life, so she most likely got some type of access to some type of documents of mine. And then I got another auntie who just played innocent. She smoked at work, and she said at Pete. But she know what's been going on the whole time because once I started unfolding shit, she started reaching out to me more than she ever had before, which told me she kissing ass. She trying to see what you know, so I let her know. I know, auntie, all of them. I remember when I started speaking out, my auntie who worked in the hospitals, she sent me a picture of my grandmother on an altar, just out of the blue. And the first thing that hit me was, she trying to see if you know that they had something to do with grandma getting up out of here. So I instantly replied, yeah, auntie. Grandma helping me hop on y'all ass. She know. I started to ask myself at an early age, what the blue doing in this family? I always knew I was foreign. I always knew I was sent there to change something. And now that I've uncovered the plot of my life, it went from everybody saying I'm sick and I'm mentally ill.
Come on.
To everybody hate me.
Come on.
That I keep showing up.
Come on.
In perfect health.
Come on.
So now,
come on.
They sending out messages wanting to kiss ass. Now, they need me. Man, you know us Earth Angels gotta be hard-headed, test the waters. After all that, y'all, I not go have children within the cultures. Man, if her family ain't in it just as deep, they in it deeper. See, my family got the ties. They want to do a lot of shit. My baby mama family, they in the industry. They in it. Yeah. So when mom flew from the A to Minnesota to sell the church covenant, the contract, who you think the church covenant was connected to? Being in her family. And let me tell you something, these must play the baddest and walk on this land. But they know what's up. I earned these people respect throughout the years, not seeking it, not giving a damn about it. But I earned it just being me, respect and fear. So yeah, I was raised in a satanic family that tried to end the only chosen being in the family. Then to top it off, I was introduced into a major up-and-coming witch to build a family with and create more karmic-ass generations. But I caught on. And now, they're all sick, depressed, and broke. Thirsty for my energy. I hope y'all started repenting.
Now, do y'all believe that? Because I do.
Ain't no way we can't believe it.
I like how Tiger just threw that in at the last. I like how he just threw that up in there at the end. What y'all believe? I believe that. I believe that, man. Damn. That shit was like on some demonic get out type shit. That's what I got from you. What y'all get? Y'all spamming them to let me know. Is it cap or is it facts, man? Spam y'all thoughts up. But y'all know we made it to the end of this. And if y'all haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop these uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth.
See about that? His family, his bloodline was supposed to connect with their baby mama. Just because of that. For his protection. That ain't his wife no more, though. Shit's crazy. Y'all still gonna be like, stay lit, literally. I appreciate the time.